Hello, welcome to the Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 174. This is your host, Shaun Tudor.
And this is Sam.
What's up?
This is a talk episode where Shaun and I hang out.
You bet.
What's up? It's been a week. How about you?
My neck's sore.
Is it still?
Yeah. It's just like a...
He just told me this 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's like a recent thing.
Yeah.
I'd say in the last, hour. I don't know why. It just got tight.
Weird.
Yeah.
Today we got Aston Martin, the little one, in at work.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like since I have these other ones on the shelf, I really should just get it so then I can have more little cars on my shelves.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That'd work.
I think it comes with the James Bond minifig.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I'm excited for you to build the big one.
The big James Bond?
Mm-hmm. That one's going to be really cool.
For sure.
I did bring the chessboard downstairs. I have a Harry Potter Wizard's chess Lego set, so I need to finish it, and then we can play chess.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to get owned again?
Yeah. I need to work my mind a little bit more. Be more strategic.
My mind's just so sharp.
So sharp. We shouldn't be surprised with what we each do throughout the day, like what our jobs are. We shouldn't be surprised that your brain is more sharp than mine.
Facts. You know who's really good at chess?
Who?
Andrew Tate.
Not surprised.
Right. That's true.
Here's what I keep... so Trixie at work brings up Andrew Tate every once in a while. And he's like, I just don't like that guy. And I was like, Trixie, I'm going to tell you something, and you need to just trust me. He gives great business advice. If you ignore everything he says about women, he's great. He gives some great business advice. And I think we discussed it, the only reason that he had, a lot of those things put out there was because now everyone knows who fucking Andrew Tate is.
You're saying... What do you mean?
When he was... some of his things that... They were also, taken out of context. About, how he treats women or what women are good for. That stuff was, that just, got him on... people to know who he was more. But, you and I listened to... What did we listen to? And it was, great business advice.
If you listen to almost all of his material, it's really great content. The thing is, a lot of the stuff he says about women and the way he talks about women is very accurate. And that's a plain and simple fact. If you listen to, a lot of the things he says about women, it's very true. What a lot of people don't like is he refers to them as bitches. And so a lot of people get turned off by that. And then he also talks about having multiple of them. And people don't like that either. But a lot of the things he says about, the types of personalities women have compared to men is the same shit we say. He just says it very rash. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you said that as if you're Andrew Tate all of a sudden.
No, it's a good point. It's just the context in the way he says it.
Correct.
Is why people get so upset.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff he says is accurate. He says similar stuff to that. Remember that 60...
I really don't want to talk about this.
Why? That okay, so we were watching that older lady. She was not older, but she was 60 years old. Mm-hmm. And she was talking how women have moved so far away from their values.
That shit, yeah.
And that's what a lot of Andrew talks about. He talks about good values in women, and the women that don't have those values are bitches. Mm-hmm. And meant for one thing, their body. Mm-hmm. But when they have good values and they're a good support team, he doesn't talk about them like that.
Yeah.
But people get really upset because he talks about OnlyFans chicks in a bad way.
Yeah. Which of those ones, yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think if you listen to a lot of his content, it's really good. Mm-hmm. He's got a lot of good points.
Mm-hmm. Why did you originally bring up Andrew Tate?
Because he's good at chess.
Oh, yeah. How was your run with Mimi?
It's good.
What'd you learn?
Sprinting is tiring.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
But it also tired her out really fast.
Yeah. She's dead over on the ground. People watching YouTube can't see her, but she's over there. No, you might be able to. I don't know.
By the time So, like, we ran to the end of the block, well, to, like, the end of the street, and she still wanted to rear. So we came back and sprinted all the way back to here, and then we crossed the street to keep going up, and then she couldn't keep up anymore.
No.
Thankfully, because I was dying.
Dude, she came in the house just hoofing it up here.
Uh-huh.
And then she was just standing up here panting, staring at me like, Mom, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was really cute.
It was like a total of like 5 minutes, but it was just like running.
That's good.
Brutal. Well, then we walked for like 2 minutes to cool down.
You need that cool down.
I guess. I don't know. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
That's good.
Went to the TRT clinic today.
Oh, yeah. How'd that go?
Phenomenal. Anne's the best.
You love Anne.
The best. Yep. We just chatted about like whatever, testosterone and shit like that. But then we were talking about the gym and exercise and fitness and stuff like that. And I brought up to her about our podcast we recently did about the fuck boys compared to the meatheads. And she goes, isn't that kind of like, she's like, doesn't that make you think of society and how men are changing in society? And I was like, oh my God, Ann, I absolutely love you. And I was like, I said, don't get me going on this topic. I'll get hot. I'll get going. I was like, I love it.
If for some reason you only listen to our talk episodes, please listen to episode 173, the one we just posted on Monday. It literally starts off, this is my topic idea, by the way. I came up with this. And Shaun starts the podcast all hot. This is the stupidest idea ever. And then what happened, Shaun?
I had a lot of fun.
Went on for 45 minutes.
We've been getting some good feedback. I stopped in and saw Ryan and Cody today. And Ryan's like, Cody, you got to listen to this shit. And Cody's like, I got to check it out. And it's been fun. I love that. I think a lot of people can relate. A lot of our friends and stuff can relate because most of us were in the meathead gang. Yeah. And so
you gotta text Donnie and be like, Donnie never went to our thing. That bitch. Anyways, you gotta text Donnie and tell him he needs to listen to it. And it's gonna be really funny because I think
we might mention milk.
I think we might mention the milk drinkers in that one.
Milk.
Dude, that reminds me, I just saw on Instagram a video about in California right now, they've had 94 men transition to women prisons, or asked to go to women prisons because they're transgender or whatever. They've had no women go to men's prisons.
Oh, fuck. No.
And so right now they have like 294 pending applications for more men to switch to the women's prisons. The lady said 33% of those pending applications are sex offenders.
100%. 100%. Yeah. If I was a sex offender, this is just this. AJ and I talked about this today. Not about sex offenders, but addiction. If I'm a sex offender, I'm going, and I have the opportunity to go get sex, I'm taking it. Yeah. AJ and I were talking about all addictions, like being fat, an addiction to food. Oh, yeah. Being skinny and be addicted to not eating, like body dysmorphia. Being addicted to being like really, you think you're small, so you want to be really big. You think you're big, so you want to be really small, right? Talked about how like that addiction. All of us have some sort of addictive personalities. It's just targeted at different things, right? Yeah. And so like, someone might be a workaholic. Someone might be addicted to drugs. Someone might be addicted to alcohol. Someone might be addicted to sex or porn. They might be addicted to fucking like their body dysmorphia, eating, whatever it may be. Yeah. And so, if I'm a sex offender, and you're telling me I get to scratch that itch, you damn right I'd be doing it.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be the same thing if you're a drug addict in prison and you're offered drugs.
You're going to take it.
You're going to take it. Yeah. And so, Yeah, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing in the fact that it's really not going to turn out well.
No.
And I know for the people that are wrongly in prison, because there's definitely people wrongly in prison, I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
People that are rightly in prison for bad reasons, game on, dude.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yep. It's just so interesting too, right? Like, obviously these men want to go to the women prisons because it's way easier. It's going to be way easier than a men's prison in California.
Oh, 100% it's going to be way easier, but that's not why they want to go.
Well, yeah. But still, I mean, like, I don't know.
It's a perk.
Yeah.
But why they want to go is because of the opposite gender.
Right. Like, if they want to go, like, they should have to have their genitals mutilated.
100%. 100%.
You want to go to women's prison? Better have a fucking vagina.
100%. Couldn't agree more.
Oh, so dumb. We talk about that a lot on this podcast.
We do. We do.
Which, as Russell Brand said, if Brand.
Russell Brand.
If there was if we knew about this other dimension out there, or these other dimensions and how much bigger the world is, we would not give a fuck about what bathroom people use.
Right. Yeah, I wonder, I don't know. Because, yeah, there's theories that there's other dimensions, and there's a lot more shit going on than we think.
Oh, yeah, there definitely is.
What? Go.
I'm not
Tell us
worried.
more.
Not worried about any of it, or I'm not going to think about any of it until it starts interfering with this planet and life.
So you think there's other dimensions that, with aliens and shit?
I think there's aliens in this dimension.
Me too.
There's no way we're the only fucking planet with living forms on it. There's no way.
No, not possible.
Makes zero sense. So there's obviously other things out there, and I'm sure at some point they will. Nice. They will at some point interfere with our planet. They'll probably honestly just destroy us, but you know.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe we might live on this planet civilly. Who knows?
My theory is that there's a different dimension, and those are the people that have been running us, our program.
Oh, really?
And we're the Matrix.
Huh.
A type of the Matrix.
I just figured there's like a different dimension of like different path. Like, there's another dimension of every path we could have taken, like the opposite path. You know what I mean?
There could be that too. Mm-hmm. I'd love to see that game.
Mm-hmm. Cause like there's for sure one out there where like I was never born.
Yeah.
Because I was a very oopsie baby.
Right.
You were planned, so maybe there's not one of you.
Even
maybe.
then,
probably there probably still is.
Because if there's a different
your parents
path,
ever met?
if the parents have a different path.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if my grandparents had a different path, and if their grandparents had a different path, you know.
I'm sure there's tons of dimensions out there. Tons. Why wouldn't there be?
Right. Which one's real?
This one's my real one. Hopefully. Maybe it is the Matrix. Maybe at some point I'm currently in some lab.
Or in a pod.
In a pod, yeah.
And this is all happening in our mind.
Yeah.
Doesn't it make you want to shoot yourself to figure it out?
No.
Makes one of us. But like in a curiosity way.
No.
You know?
No.
Okay.
Even if this is all in my mind, I might as well live my life. And not risk it.
Makes sense. Mm-hmm. What if you're in a different dimension and you're just screaming at yourself like right now, saying like, no, do it.
Like fucking just
like,
do it.
Like fucking kill yourself. You'll wake up.
That's too bad.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be crazy.
Jesus, that'd be fucked up.
I always told myself that's the easy way of getting out of life.
Oh, 100% it is. Cop out.
Yeah, it is cop out.
Weak.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing I've never liked is cop outs.
Right. I've thought about like killing myself a lot just to see what's on the other side. I've
not to see what's on the other side. Sure, I've thought about killing myself, but who hasn't?
I think everybody has.
Yeah. But not to see what's on the other side.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've definitely thought about, getting in a car accident with you in it.
Like because of me driving or because of you driving?
Because of someone spitting food in my face. Shaun was lucky. The dogs were in the car.
Dude, that was the funniest shit ever.
I think we have talked about that.
We have.
It was probably over 100 episodes ago, though. But.
It was. Do you even remember why?
Why you spit your food in my face?
Yeah.
I do not remember.
It was something like, we were just like having a normal conversation. Mm-hmm. And I was eating one of those oats and honey crunch bars.
Yep, I remember what it was.
And I like asked you how your day was. And you said like, oh, it was fine. And as I'm like eating this,
I think I had a stressful day.
Yeah.
Because I think I was venting to you about something. And then like, so then you asked me that, like, well, how was your day? And I was like, I'm telling you, it was pretty fucking bad, Shaun. And then he spits all this food in my face. And so I was already up here with him.
No.
Well, just in general.
I asked if you're frustrated.
Yes.
I said, are you frustrated? And you're like,
obviously.
No, you're like, no, I'm not that frustrated, Shaun. I'm fine. And I'm like, oh, how about now? And I just spit all this food into your face. And then you were frustrated.
I was so mad.
You were mad. And then I was like, hey, babe, I thought you weren't frustrated. And you wouldn't speak to me.
I was contemplating so many life choices at that time.
But
yeah, because we weren't married yet.
No, but so here's the thing. I was asking you, like, hey, are you frustrated? Are you, like, upset about the day? And you're like, no, I'm not. And I knew you were. So I was like, well, I mean, let's just get it out. And so I just spit food in your face. And then, but it was oats and honey. Like, it wasn't, like, bad. Oats and honey's pretty clean.
Just the look on your face made me so mad. Because he was just dying. I think we had, what, Mimi and Dexter?
I was laughing so fucking hard. It was not.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, when you didn't talk to me for, like, a long time, I was like, man, I wonder if I did something wrong. I wonder if that wasn't the right move.
Oh, and we were going to pick up food, too.
Yeah.
Because your mom called and asked us what we wanted for dinner. And we're like, oh, we should try this Asian place. And we had her call and order, and we went and picked it up. Because we were driving around the country.
Yes, we were. Mm-hmm. We went for a little cruise.
Yeah, we were going for a cruise. And, yeah. And right when you spat all that in my face, too, was like, we were in a high traffic area, like, at a stoplight. I could very easily have just, like, gone forward and we would have just gotten smoked.
Jesus, dude. You're crazy.
I was so mad at you.
It's just a joke. See, guys?
Love.
This right here is emotions. Sam has some emotional damage.
Is that from our favorite guy?
Yeah, from the
okay.
The
fried rice.
Yeah, chicken fried rice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Uncle
Roger.
Uncle Roger.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got to walk. Who has to walk?
Golly, that's fucking funny. All right, what else you got, babe?
What else do I got? I don't know. My mind is mush after going back through that memory. Holy shit.
I wonder if there's a different dimension where I don't spit in your face.
There probably was. And probably one where I actually got us killed.
Probably.
Yeah.
You really considered it.
No.
Yeah, dude. Afterwards, she's like, it took everything I had not to kill us.
Oh, God.
And I was like, wow, dude, we got the dogs in the back. Chill out.
They were your saving grace.
They probably were, weren't they?
A little bit.
Dude, oh my God. There's things in life that, like...
I don't think I would have killed you. I wouldn't have gone into traffic, but I debated, like, driving into the ditch. And just seeing what would happen.
What the fuck? What I've noticed is, like, there's times when you can't take a joke like a bro can.
Oh, man, yeah. It's the estrogen.
Dude.
It sucks. I hate it. It makes me so mad.
If I did that to Sam Jacobs, or he did that to me, it would be so funny.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Don't you remember you with your low test and high estrogen?
Yeah, I do.
Ball of anxiety.
I talked to Ann about that today. We were talking, she asked if I was like curious if I could ever bring it back. I was like, yeah. I was like, maybe I could get to like 400. I was like, I bet you I get to 400. She's like, that's still low. And I was like, yeah, I know. But she's like, do you think with like your mental state and your positivity, you think you do good? And I told her like how 4 years ago when I tried, I did not do good.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, with how much I've developed over the last 4 years, I would think I would do a lot better, but I still would get fucked up.
Yeah. I think our relationship is more solid, which would help a lot. Because that was also at a very rocky point for both of us, like in our relationship, in our lives.
When I tried getting off.
Yeah.
But not when I spit food in your face.
Correct.
At that point in time, we were deep in love.
Yeah. So I think it would be better in that aspect.
I think you'd have dumped me back then if I spit in your face then.
No.
Nice.
I mean, I could say yes because you almost broke up with me for losing our Snapchat streak, so.
That was valid.
Anyways, so I think it would be a better time to do it than it was 4 years ago. 5 years ago. I think it was almost 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was almost 5 years ago. Want me to try?
I mean, you'd be trying in 2 years anyways, wouldn't you?
I'm not prepared to do it yet.
Yeah, good. Me either.
I've thought about it, but I just really enjoy having high test. Like, really enjoy it.
And you might as well keep doing it while you're still in your late 20s, early late 20s. Right? Like, there's no reason for you to drop your test.
Why not do it forever?
What, test?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just do it forever.
Yeah.
As long as the world doesn't fall apart, I'll be fine.
I mean, I'm guessing you'll probably have to have it drop a little bit if we're going to try for kids.
For making batter.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's just for such a short amount of time because then we'll want you back on test. So then I don't have to take birth control.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Truth that.
Mm-hmm.
Truth that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. I like not being crazy, so I kind of would love to not have to go back on birth control.
Right. Yeah. Well, I could get a vasectomy. That's what the cool kids do.
In between?
Oh, no, that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But
if you're going to be taking tests anyways, then it's not an issue, right?
What?
If you're, like, going to want to take tests for most of your life anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I never have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I like keeping that option on the back burner. When I start my next family at 50, I might want to get off and...
Have another kid.
Maybe.
Yeah, you never know.
Grant Cardone did it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't his second family. It was his first.
Mm-hmm. Also, wasn't it his 60s? Or was he 50?
He was 50,
Oh,
late
okay.
50s. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Brad Lee just had his 7th kid.
How old is he?
50.
When did Donald Trump have his last kid?
So a fun motherfucker was like 65.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like he had to be 60.
I feel like if you can afford them, just keep having them. I was told that.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, is that right?
There's a little bit of issues with women when they have kids at a late age.
You know what? That's why men always get newer models.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because then they can keep having kids. Healthy kids.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump age.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brooke just said she knows a girl who got pregnant for the first time, and she's probably in her early 40s.
Oh, I know that's what Mike O'Hearn and his wife did.
That's just crazy to me.
Yeah. You bet. Look at Larry.
Why don't they have children? Oh, children. Barron, that's the last one. Barron was from his third marriage. Barron was born on March 20th, 2006.
Okay.
And Donald Trump is currently 76.
So you're 60.
Yeah.
Decent.
Yeah.
Decent.
Wait, 76. Or what did you say? He was 60?
You're 60.
Sure. Okay.
Math.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I don't.
Cool.
It just like sketches. I guess now they have so much genetic testing and stuff like that, so it's not like as scary to have kids in your 40s.
Right.
But also, I mean, people do go through their menopause usually in early 40s.
Yeah.
Really? No?
Late 40s.
Is it late 40s?
Pretty sure it's late 40s.
This is why Shaun gave me his phone, because I always Google search everything. When do women go into menopause? Between ages 45 and 55.
That would be considered late 40s.
Mm-hmm. It usually lasts about 7 years.
What?
Wow. I did not know that.
Whoa.
Lasts about 7 years and can be as long as 14 years.
Fuck.
Damn, dude. Holy.
That sounds awful, dude.
Yeah. Ugh. Can you kill me before then?
Hopefully you die of natural causes.
Okay. At that age? Or
Sure,
are
whatever.
you telling me later in life? Man,
Whatever.
that's crazy. You can go through menopause and that's only like half of your life still.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So,
So that's when I should start like lifting hardcore, right? Because then
no,
my
that
test
you
will go
should
through
start
my...
doing that now.
Yeah, well, I am, but then my test will go through the roof. And
Yeah, and then you get a mustache, deep voice, big clit.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Better start getting used to it.
Now?
Yeah. I don't know.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
Okay. Interesting.
Prepare yourself for 15 years down the road.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I guess just do that now.
I am closer to menopause than I was, like, born.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. A lot closer.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I'm 2/3 of the way there.
It's all right.
I keep forgetting I'm 30.
I think it's young, though, like that, like 45, 50 is young as long as you take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are going to start dying, and they're like, well, I mean, a lot of people have started dying a lot younger.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more people are having like weird heart complications and strokes and stuff. Don't really know what that's from. It's really sped up in the last 2 years. But outside of that, there's been like I think with all the processed foods, the death like the
age.
normal age you live to, I think it's going to back off of 77. I think 77 for men, 79 for women. Average is 78. I think it'll back off and we'll see it in the 60s.
Oh, it's def going back into the 60s.
Yeah.
With how little people are taking care of themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's
they-
def going down.
Kind of excites me a little bit.
Oh, yeah. You and I are going to be outliers.
No, well, not necessarily. Yeah. I mean, well, it depends. I mean, we could still have random heart or random like complications, whatever it is, health shit happens.
Yeah.
But it just excites me in the fact that like people are going to see firsthand what their negligence is going to cost them.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be their life.
Well, and that's what I sent Shaun this video today about the guy had his dad slipped and fell,
Yeah.
broke their hip or leg or whatever, ended up getting pneumonia in the hospital and ended up passing away
Yeah.
because they were too weak.
Yeah.
And so he made his mom get a coach and start lifting at the age of 80, whatever, because he didn't want that to happen to his mom as well. And it's just like that is going to happen to so many people now because People are just getting so weak and frail, like, earlier on.
Yeah, the number one key to like longevity, what they're saying, like the number one key to longevity is muscle mass.
Yeah, because muscle mass, like, helps slow degeneration too, right?
Yep. Yep. Well, your muscles hold like stem cells.
Oh, yeah,
and
that was it.
proteins and shit, which help rebuild. So as you age, the more muscle you have as you age, the better situation you're in, because you're going to be able to bounce back and recover really fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, look at my dad. If he would have had any muscle,
Right.
he would not be doing as, like, he would have been able to walk by now.
Right. Well, you can walk. You just...
True. He would be a lot stronger than he is right now.
Yep. But, yeah, neglect. So, yeah, it's interesting. Let's see, what else you got, babe?
One last quick thing. Do you think addictions is, like, a newer problem? Because we know for a fact, right, that there are things in foods and alcohol that they purposely put in there to make them more addictive than they actually are. That is a fact. Like, that's why you can't just, if you start eating potato chips, you can't stop eating potato chips.
Right.
But, like, just in general, do you think things are just more, like, the things we have now are more addictive, or, like, just the way that they present things, it's more addictive? Or do you think addictions have always been around?
I believe addictions have always been around. I just think the outlets to fulfill your addiction is so much higher, so much easier to access. Because food, like, if you're addicted to food and you don't want to get off your fucking ass to get food, well, 200 years ago, you didn't have an option. Like, you got off your ass to go get food or you died. Now you just go to fucking Uber Eats and then it gets delivered to your door and you can shuffle your fat ass to the door and eat. And, like, you're addicted to drugs. It's so much easier to get drugs now than it was hundreds of years ago. And, like, everything.
So I don't think having I've heard people say, like, they have an addictive personality, like, they just get addicted to things easily. I don't think that's an actual thing. I just think it's the items themselves now are so much more addictive than they used to be. Because you've never really heard of people addicted to food 100 years ago. People are addicted to food now because they have addictive substances in them.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, that's like a big role. That plays a big role for food. I think there's a lot of, like, neurogenic things for... I think they've really, like, figured out with, like, slot machines to make slot machines addictive, right? They've really figured out our, like, thought processes and our, like, and the dopamine hits to make shit really addictive for us.
So you think we're saying the same thing?
Right, but yes, but I think addictive personalities, I think everybody's had them. I think they're all the same. Because there's people that, like, get really addicted to one thing, like lifting weights, and they don't give a fuck about anything else but lifting weights. That's not common.
Right, okay. Yeah.
And so I think there's always been people that have had, like, more addictive traits than others. But I think everybody has addictive traits. I just don't think most people's are that high. But then the people, like the average person, why it seems like every motherfucker's got an addiction out of something is because of what you were saying. Like, it's in our food. They figured out how to, like, fucking get us to keep scrolling. Slots, gambling, all that shit, right?
It's interesting. It's almost like they want us to be fat and lazy and not be able to overthrow them.
It seems that way.
Huh. Crazy.
It really seems that way.
Well, that's all I got for you, babe.
What
do you got? Anything?
Kyle and I joined businesses together.
Did you file the name yet?
Yeah.
Did we know? Is it official? Or not really?
I guess I haven't heard back.
Okay, cool. So we'll wait.
Yeah, we'll wait to release the name. But yeah, looking forward to that. That should be kind of fun. Got a logo idea.
Ooh.
Gabe started throwing something together for us.
That's exciting.
Pretty cool, yeah. So, yeah, good times, fun times. That's what we got down the pipeline.
Oh, I just made all those letterheads and logos and
It'd be so easy to change it.
Yeah, I guess. Are you going to keep it orange and black or orange and gray?
I don't have that answer.
Okay. Gabe, if you're listening to this, I do like the orange, and it's like a steel gray. It's like a darker gray.
Sure.
I really like those colors together.
Cool. Cool. Sweet. That's what I got for you.
Cool.
All right, gang. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out on the YouTubes. Sam and I are also going to try to figure out how to arrange this office for guests. Comment or message us on how we should arrange our seating to have guests. Should we do chairs, a couple couches, table, couches and coffee table, and chairs?
Are we moving this whole setup downstairs?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
If we should move the setup downstairs, if we should have just one camera on the whole group, or if we should have cameras individually point at people. Tell us what you guys think.
Where should they tell us?
You can
Message Tutors of Life on Instagram.
message Tutors Life on Instagram. That's good. Comment on our YouTube.
I'll put a poll up on our story, actually.
Put a poll up. Love it. That's how we go and do it.
Yeah. If you watch our videos on YouTube, like and subscribe. We got 10 subscribers now.
Fucking going up, dude.
No likes, though. Nobody likes our videos.
Damn, bro.
One of them does have 30 views on it, though.
Getting up there.
Do you want to guess in the past 6 episodes which one has 30 views?
172.
Which one's that?
The one about, like, how do we know it's real?
No, not that one.
Oh, damn. Which one?
Strength training versus
Oh, interesting.
exercise methods.
Huh. People love that shit.
Dude, obviously.
Yeah.
Here we are, saying we're all about business and real estate, and people love just gym shit.
I really do. I think it's a thing. Like,
Oh my god, so I just see the clips of the Transparent podcast every once in a while. They talk about steroids on it every once in a while. The one guy he just had on said he worked his way up to 1 gram of tren,
a week?
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sounded way too extreme. And then he said he was miserable, so he quit.
I'd like to know how powerful it was.
Okay.
Because I know people that, like, ran 700 milligrams of tren a week, but I'm not that powerful a tren. And I know people that, like, were running 200, 250 milligrams of tren, seeing more results than the people running 700.
It's true.
So I think it has a lot to do with the potency.
They all do. Pretty much every guest he has on there, they all say if they could go back in time, they would wait to start steroids.
Oh, bro, dude.
Every single one of them.
Abso-fucking-lutely. The dumbest shit you can do is start steroids. I couldn't agree more.
So if you want to listen to a bro-y podcast, the Transparent podcast.
I need to fucking listen to it. I've never listened to an episode.
I've just see the clips on Instagram. The reason, you're going to love this, the reason why I started following it was because my 2 favorite guys from Bachelor in Paradise were on there. Bro in the Box and Aaron.
We are going to fucking end this episode. Thank you for tuning in. Catch you later.
See ya.